you for joining me. I will tell you first my intro. My name is Jumbo Singh and I am currently studying in Manipal University, Jaipur in Btech in second year. And what about you?
Yeah, my name is Vishali, and I'm studying at University of California, Berkeley, and I'm a second year student studying computer science and data science.
Okay. And basically, where are you from?
I'm originally from India, so I know a lot about Indian international studies, but I also did grow up in the Bay Area.
Okay. And you're like this, I mean, when I see you, it is stuck in your area has network issue or something like that.
No. Can you not hear me?
I am hearing you, but I can't see you. Like your face only, like no movement, no.
Oh, here, can you see my face now? Can you?
Can you off and then on?
Here?
Yeah, clear. So I have some doubts regarding like how was the part-time jobs over there and
Yeah, part-time jobs in the United States, when it comes to international students, they're mostly given, especially in universities, only if you qualify for work study or financial aid, and they're basically jobs given to these students. And these jobs will help directly to pay off your tuition, or part-time jobs work, but they may be tough to get if as a student, or if you don't have or if they need you, or if you're an international student. But there's a lot of work you can find around campus, and especially if you're a student, yeah, uh, called part-time work and work study.
okay, sorry, I forget it. In which year you are?
Second year.
Oh, okay, it means same. So you are doing now internship or something or not?
Yeah, I'm doing an internship.
In which language or something?
I'm doing an internship in product management, and it's in the US.
Okay, that's good. And please tell me about accommodation, like how many members you are living with, or what's rent, and how you find that.
Yeah, in the first year, I lived in the dorms, and I lived in with two other people in a dorm.
Mm.
And accommodation was pretty expensive. It was very high priced. And then next year, I'm planning on living in an apartment with three other people and in a two-bedroom apartment.
Okay, so what's the rent? I mean, how much they charge?
The rent Yeah, the rent is still pretty expensive. So for my first year, the rent, it was very expensive because the dorms forced us to pay it. It was like 1,800 a month for a triple. And
Okay,
then yeah, then next year I'm gonna pay like in 1,300 a month, which is much better.
okay. It means you are paying 1,000 for a living only. For a
Yeah, Berkeley is very expensive.
okay, for a single, I mean, you paid like three people. It means 3,000 or 1,000 are divided in three.
Yeah, it's that expensive. Yeah, it's like around 3,000, 4,000 total.
Okay, so it is too much. It is like a 75,000 per month in India.
Yeah, but anything in Berkeley is very expensive. It's very because I paid 1,800 myself only for a triple. That means I'm living with two other people in a small dorm, which
Okay.
is crazy.
So you are living in like a first floor or a ground floor or where? Like
Um,
I heard about
I'm
that.
living in a Yeah, for next year I'm living in a flat.
Okay, so like I'm heard about if you want to get in basement or if you living in basement, this is some cheaper other than you live in first floor or something.
Yeah, Someone told me, the manager of my apartment complex told me that if if you go down, it's cheaper, but it's only a $50 difference.
Oh, okay. So it is bad. So tell me about like a food expense and how much you expense in food.
Yeah, so for my first year, the food was included in my dorm cost,
Yeah.
but the food was very bad and it wasn't very worth it. It was very bad quality, and I felt like I was getting unhealthy just by eating the food on campus. Um, and there was always bugs in my food and issues like that. Next year, when it comes to food, I'm planning on doing weekly groceries with me and my roommates, and we were planning on doing meal planning and cooking all of the food on our own.
Okay. And your roommate are also from India or some like other countries?
Yeah, my roommates, the other two of them are Indian, and another one is Sri Lankan.
Okay, so it is like equal. And tell me about like how was American treat to you? Like they are cool or rude?
Yeah, a lot of Americans, depending on the university you decide to attend, may or may not be rude to you. I remember when I first came to America from India, I had a really tough time because a lot of people would make a lot of people. I had a very thick Indian accent. A lot of people would make fun of me, and a lot of people would make fun of my name. But I think that if you, depending on the area you go to, and if you're really smart about it, or if you really stick up for yourself, it'll be fine. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of issues with racism, especially these days when it comes to Indian Americans.
Okay. So you are giving a SAT score and TOEFL. So can you tell me what's your scores?
I didn't take the TOEFL, but I took the SAT and I got a 1510.
Okay, and what about TOEFL?
I didn't take the TOEFL.
So what you give IELTS or Duolingo's
Oh,
for
yeah,
English
so
proficiency?
TOEFL is for English, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, SAT qualifies. SAT works for me. Only SAT works in Berkeley.
Okay, like I heard about that. India is not a English speaking country. So if we want to get admission in abroad, then we have to take TOEFL or IELTS or Duolingo test. It is English proficiency test. So that's why.
Yeah, Berkeley didn't require me to do it because I passed out with my SAT because SAT has an English section,
Yeah.
so it was fine.
Okay, and the visa officer didn't ask to you for like TOEFL.
Um, um, I can connect you to my other friend who's gone through the entire visa process, but I also grew up in the Bay Area. I moved to India from the Bay Area, so I didn't have to do visa now, but I did visa when I was younger.
Okay, so you are some different person who I talk. Like I am listening every person or many person are said like English proficiency test are must required for that
Yeah,
because
I'm pretty sure English proficiency tests are
yeah
required, like
current
Duolingo tests.
currently I am learning like GRE and some preparing for a TOEFL but I'm bad but I will try and for a next
Yeah.
year I will also want to come to her in a master's in cybersecurity.
What university are you interested in attending?
I am interested in Northeastern University, which is in Boston, or Boston University, or maybe in Georgia Tech University. It's
Oh
depend
wow,
upon only GRE.
I know a lot of people attending those universities. I know that Northeastern Boston cost a lot, but it's also very good for masters.
Yeah, so that's why. And can you tell me about your financial or do you get a scholarship?
Yeah, I didn't really qualify for scholarships, but they gave me loans. I think that they won't really give you scholarships, especially if you're an international student, especially the UCs. They don't give scholarships to anyone who is out of state at all,
So,
or out of state or international.
Okay, so why you not choose like other university which gave you a scholarship?
Because UC Berkeley was the best one I got into.
Okay, that's great. And you want to tell us something about your area or something like that, so it is more helpful for me and others.
Like, what about my area?
Anything like first, like we when we land in US, what we have to do?
Yeah, when you first land into US, I feel like something that's really important is to also keep track of your finances and everything. But I've but I feel like something that make but and also keep track of where you have to go and everything like that, and making sure that every all the things that you ship from India come safely and securely. And I also feel like if you know anyone in the area, it's very helpful to go and visit them first before you're going to your university. Yeah. Do you want me to tell you more about how I got into UC Berkeley?
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah. Um, so I feel like UC Berkeley, it's very much if you're the topper in your class and whether or not your essays are good, I feel like you can't just have a good essay. You have to have an essay that stands out. That's a very unique essay. And I feel like you can't just write your essay about something about you. You have to write your essay about something that makes you unique and something that makes you an amazing person. And on top of that, your marks have to be on the top of your class.
Okay. And do you get your DL? I mean, driving license, or you have not applied yet?
Yeah, I have a driving license.
Okay, so can you share experience like how you get a driving license, or previously you have a driving license, or you just newly driving license? Like in India, you have a driving license already, or you can take a credit from India to US, or you are a fresher.
No, I just got one in the US. I didn't have one in India previously. I just got one here.
Okay, so what's the process?
Yeah, so you have to work with, depending on the state, you have to work with the DMV. And what you have to do is you have to first take a test about all the driving rules, a written test. And then after that, you wait 6 months and then you have to take the driving test, and you'll basically drive around the city and they'll just test your driving. And based on that, they'll pass.
Okay, so like in India, when we have a learner license, then we are able to drive a car in a road or a bike in road. So what's about in your area? I mean, how you learn by school, or you are drive some in real world experience before taking your real test?
Yeah, you have to definitely drive some or drive on the real streets, and you have to practice with someone, maybe like a relative, a family member, or any of your friends who are very good at driving, or you'll have to buy an instructor.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you got to talk to me. And since like you did agree to record me, I was wondering if you'd be okay with me talking about Swadesh and what we do.
Yeah, I am okay. Like, I am pretty much okay. I want to know about, and I have a curious about to know everything, so it is fine to me.
Yeah, so when you come to the US, you'll have to think about how to bank, right? And how to open a US bank, right?
Okay.
So Swadesh is basically a bank, but you can open a US bank in India itself. You don't even have to wait to go to the US. And the Forex card, you have to wait until you come to the US, and they give you a high annual fee every single year. And when you come to back to India, every single time you have to deactivate the card. So there's always so many issues with the Forex card. So Swadesh is made by Indian international students, and they're made to help, and it's all completely free. We don't actually make any money off of customers. We only make money off of Visa, which is who we partner with. So you can open up a bank account in the US when you're in India itself, and you don't have to pay any fees at all. And also, one more thing, where Y Combinator backed, and which is a very big venture company in the US. And a lot of people back us up. And also, one more thing, all the first 1,000 users of the Swadesh banking app get automatically put into the Swadesh Mentor Accelerator program, which means that you get access to one-on-one coffee chats with our mentors who are all Indian engineers who can also further give you job referrals, intern referrals too.
Okay, so share me a link like I am sharing in comment sections for everyone.
Yes.
And
So
give me a WhatsApp after this call. I have no issue. And I have one question. And what's a driving license validity in US?
what's a driving license for what?
Validity, like when they expire in India, like 23 year after my Indian driving license are expired, and I have to renewal this. So what's about in US?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's every 5 years, but you just have to go back to the DMV. Yeah.
Okay. And how you find your accommodation?
Um, for Berkeley, I just do my own research. You have to go on Facebook groups. You have to go onto Zillow. You have to look it up on online pages and do research. It took me like a week to find out apartments.
I mean, this very tough.
Yeah, it's very tough because a lot of people don't post the apartments.
Okay, and when you are go in the first year, then we can take like off campus, or it is required to take like on campus.
You can take off campus, but a lot of people take on campus housing because it's easier to make friends that way.
Good, thank you.